So LogSmart policy, to just give you more insights about LogSmart policy, the moment you enable database log backup option S in your SLA advanced settings, you are under ActiveIO LogSmart policy backup, which means that we are taking, along with your daily incremental backups, we are also taking your archaeolog backups based on your RPO. If you set RPO as 15 minutes, we are going to take archaeolog backups 15 minutes, every 15 minutes. Right? The smallest interval, as I said, like we are offering is 15 minutes. And this LogSmart policy backups is really, as you know, I think once we have an archive redo logs on top of your daily DB incremental backups, and you can have a roll forward time point in time recovery, right? Using a daily incremental backup on top of your SLA LogSmart policy archaeolog backups, if you combine, and you can choose an image and you can do a roll forward to wherever you want based on available archive logs. So that is the beauty of this LogSmart policy. And you can just go to advanced settings of SLA and enable database log backup S and RPO you set. Now you're under SLA policy of LogSmart policy. And if you want to run archaeolog backups using ActiveIO along with regular your incremental backups, you have to just go to same SLA advanced setting. You just need to choose these options and save your changes so that you are under ActiveIO LogSmart policy. So we are able to take the archaeolog backups based on you set RPO. And along with that, maybe once you enable this LogSmart policy, now you understand that we are able to take the logs archaeolog backups as well using ActiveIO. And even though this is optional, we strongly recommended to go with that so that you will have, using ActiveIO image, you can do a roll forward recoveries easily, right? And if you want to truncate and purge logs after the backup, so now ActiveIO is capable to take the archaeolog backups as well once you enable LogSmart policy option. And if you want to choose, as ActiveIO is taking these archaeolog backups, and I'm leaving to ActiveIO to clean up the logs as well, right? If you want to clean up these archaeologs, once the ActiveIO is backed up, and you have a settings, right? You can see the right hand side, truncate, purge, log after backup. And if you are selecting this truncate, purge, log after backup on the drop down, so yes, truncate, purge, and log the backup logs after the backup. So then each and every LogSmart policy backups we are running based on your RPO setting. Say, for example, assume your RPO is 60 minutes, and we are taking archaeolog backups every 60 minutes, and we are going to clean up the archaeologs which are older than the retention. So that is actually an awesome feature. You don't need to worry about your cleaning up the logs, since we are taking the backup of archaeologs using a LogSmart policy, and we are capable to delete the logs as well using this. And there is a setting log purge retention period, and this is the value we'll give, and this is a setting you can set. Say, for example, if you are setting this log purge retention period for 24 hours, right? Whenever we run the archaeolog backups, and we'll make sure that we back up the logs, and we'll keep the logs which are older than 24 hours, we are going to clean ups based on your log purge retention period value. So these settings are, as I said, like these are simple settings in SLA, and you set one time and use that SLA for any database, and we will take care about the all your backups and cleaning up the logs on your FRA location or wherever you are keeping your archaeologs. To understand about more about LogSmart policy, so couple more parameters to understand in a deeper dive. So one is log backup retention period, right? On the SLA advanced settings, you can have an options log backup retention period. On the right hand side, you can able to see in this diagram this log backup retention period. And if you want to decide like how long you wanted to keep log backup copies on ActiveIO staging disk, like you are running the archaeolog backups by enabling LogSmart policy, and we are taking the archaeolog backups and we are keeping on ActiveIO staging disk. And how long you wanted to keep this backup copies, which decides a parameter called log backup retention period. And optionally, you are taking backups and you are using ActiveIO staging disk for keeping your log backup copies, right? It is eventually you are growing the ActiveIO staging disk because you are keeping the archaeolog backup copies onto the ActiveIO staging disk. But you don't need to worry about, and there are a couple more settings like log staging disk size growth, and you can give some 20%. So whenever it needs, and it is going to expand automatically, you don't need to worry about space issues and all to keep your log backup copies. And eventually we make sure that your backup never fails due to a space issues. And these settings you can just go with the SLA, and you can just set these values at SLA level using a GUI option. So as I said, like it is applicable. You can use this SLA for one database or many other database to maintain the same SLA. And estimated change rate, either you can choose this log staging disk size growth, or you can have an estimated change rate. And you know that your archaeolog generation on your database, say for example, it changes, right? So there might be a business changes, or maybe a business grow plans, and eventually your customers may be increasing, and you will have the archaeolog generation. It maybe varies from day to day or month to month. And if you are giving some estimated change rate, and whenever we wanted to expand this, whenever we wanted to expand the staging this to keep the archaeolog backup copies, and we will check this estimated change rate, and we will expand this log staging this as per the estimated change rate, and we'll make sure that you will not get into the space issues, and we are not going to fail your archaeolog backups for any reason. And personally, I think if you think that, okay, we are generating more archaeologs and maybe a log staging disk, I'm going to do some favor. I'm going to compress. So this is another settings, I think, which we are giving. So this is a compressed database log backup. So this compressed database log backup, if you choose this in SLA advanced settings, compressed database log backup checked. So we make sure that we will compress the archaeolog backup as we are taking the archaeolog backups. When we are compressing it and we are keeping on the log staging this, maybe a size going to reduce a little bit compared with the traditional size, right? If you are generating the more archaeologs and you feel that I want to compress because I can save some space at the log staging disk at Actifio side, so you can enable this compression and you can save it. And the next time when you run the archaeolog backup, all the subsequent archaeolog backups, we are going to compress and save the copies onto the log staging disk. So now try to understand. Now we hope you have a complete idea now what is SLA and how do you set your settings, like how long you wanted to keep your backup copies, and about the retention, or maybe how to clean up your archaeologs. And these settings you can use SLA architect tool, and using some clicks and enter some data, and based on your retention values and how to clean up your logs, and you just enter few values and save the settings, and you can use this SLA for your database protections, which means for your database backups.
Thank you for joining us for another YouTube Tech Tip video. If you like the content you're seeing on this channel, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you will be alerted to any future content.